Hey Gary, it's Sergeant Sexton, the Sheriff's Office. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
You got just a few minutes to talk to me?
I do.
All right. Just wanted to talk to you for a moment, get an official statement from you concerning the incident that Bridget was witness to, the Tamla Horsford investigation. You're familiar with that, right?
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah.
Well, we were just going over everything, and it come to our attention that nobody ever really officially spoke to you, so that's what I'm trying to do. Um, So let me first get your full name. It's Gary, Gary,
Alan, Alan,
Allan. Okay.
Fuller.
Fuller.
That's correct.
Okay. What's your date of birth? And I got your number. And you're married to Bridget, right?
I am, yes.
Okay. Um, all right. So just tell me in your own words and what you know of the night that they had this party. You didn't attend the party, is that right?
I did not. No, I dropped Bridget off. And to be honest, I can't remember exactly what time I dropped her off. And whenever I say I dropped her off, I actually walked her in the house. I seen the majority of the people there that was basically gathering around the living room and the kitchen. Didn't have a clue who Tammy was until later, but did actually, see and meet her. And then I didn't go back. I left right directly afterwards. I mean, I was probably there 15 minutes tops.
Okay. Now let me minutes approximately. So now the party was Saturday, November the 3rd. Um, and what I got, is that sound right?
I At this point, I couldn't tell you what the date was.
Okay.
I'm sure it probably was, but yeah,
that's what we have documented. I'm just
I'm sure that's correct.
bring you back in time to this day. So do you remember if it was daylight, dark when you dropped her off, or?
Uh, it seems like it was still daylight.
Okay.
It seems like, but I'll be honest with you, my times run together so much. I can't verify that 100%.
What was the?
I can tell you a whole lot more about when I pick up.
Yeah, that's fine. What was the reason for driving over there and dropping her off, as opposed to, I guess, her driving herself over there?
Because they knew they were going to be drinking, and two, on top of that, she didn't know if she was necessarily going to stay because and being around multiple people makes her uncomfortable. So she didn't want there to be a vehicle there, just in case she wanted to leave for whatever reason.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Now you mentioned about Bridget, so um, all right, and then so everything was fine at the house when you dropped her off. Anything out of?
Yeah, they were all seeming. Yeah, they were all seeming to have a great time. They had the ball game, of course, playing, and everybody was pretty much doing their thing. Drinking had already started, and again, it just seemed like nothing out of the norm.
Okay. So then fast forward to what was the next thing that you knew that night?
Um, Bridget called me. I'm going to say it was probably 12:30ish, somewhere in that neighborhood, to come pick her up. She didn't want to stay any longer. By the time I got rounded up and got there to pick her up, it was, I'm going to say it was 1:30ish. I'd have to double check my text messages. I'm pretty sure I still got that on text because I don't erase any of Bridget's text messages, but I'm almost certain it was 1:30 whenever I told her I was there. I didn't even step out of the car. I stayed in the car and waited on her to exit, and we basically left and went home from there.
Okay, so you stayed in the car, never got out, and when you got there, did you call her, or are you saying it was text, right?
I text.
Okay. So, but she called you first and said, "Can you come get me?"
Yeah,
Whatever.
come get me. I'm done.
Was there anything wrong, or was she saying
No.
to leave or anything like that?
No, she said she had enough
Yeah.
of the interaction, and she really just wanted to come home. So
Is it,
I was already anticipating it. Usually at 1:30 in the morning, you don't wake me up.
right. Is it fair to say she is not a real social person, or that she, or am I on the right page with that?
With Bridge?
Crowds, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. She's not a social person.
Right.
I mean, I'm at this point, I'm shocked actually that she actually went back to work, because she's been, at home for I can't tell you how many years. She used to work, but she was more comfortable actually watching kids at home. Changed things up, and that's when she started her job. It's not been quite a year, but she doesn't have a real long stint in jobs, if you know what I mean.
Right. So you get there. You're saying you're going to estimate about 1:30. And before I forget, when we get off the phone, or you get to a spot where you can stop, could you look at those messages and well, if you can even go back to the call log where she called you at 12:30, can you screenshot those off your phone and email them to me?
I'm sure I can.
And it doesn't.